Alright, let's take a look at the anchor bracket here. I do have the inventor drawing. Let me see what kind of mistakes I made on this one. This one doesn't look too bad actually. Actually, this one looks pretty good. Okay. File, new drawing. Let me try something here. I should be able to go create drawing from. No. There we go. Open drawing. Yeah. No, just to open the drawing. That's all. Okay. Well, we'll go file, new drawing. And this one should be A, right? Yeah, we got A. A size sheet. Let's give an A a shot. It's gonna be tight. Did I mess with the scale at all? Oh, I went 3/4 scale. Okay. Alright. Yeah. Okay. Let's look at this real quick. Options. Down here, this is what are our units. They are metrics, so we want units. Metric, do we have any decimals? We do not. Okay, so let's change these to none. Okay, let's look at our dimensions. And see modified. And see, 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 and see. Okay, that should be good. Okay, let's pull in the anchor bracket. Yeah, we're definitely have to change that scale. And you know, a lot of times you can open it up from over here, right here, view palette, I think it is. Maybe it's one of these. Shows you a little view, the different ones. I'm not exactly sure which one it is. Anyway, that's another day. Let's see what 1-to-1 looks like, and obviously that's going to be too big. Say OK real quick. Click on that. Let's change this scale. Got our hidden lines in there. And 3/4 scale worked on the other one, so let's do 3:4. Okay. Alright. And we want to get our projected views. The top view and a side view here, and we're going to crop them out so we can get our auxiliary view in there. Hello. What did I do? What am I doing here? Can kill that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, because we want room for auxiliary. So let's let me crop these out. Drawing. Sketch. Use a spline. Splines are kind of neat. But you got kind of like, they're weird. There we go. Okay. And crop view. There we go. That works. Same thing down here. I'm just going to use a circle on this one. Sketch. That should work. Well, it should come lower. So all I really want to do is just break that right there. Okay. crop view. That works. Okay. And let's put our auxiliary view in. Pick that edge. Pop that right there. I wonder. Oh no, that doesn't make any sense. Kill that. Have these two dots here. It's just that. I don't want to mess with that right there. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to click on this view. I'm going to get rid of my hidden lines. That solves a lot of problems, right? And then we're going to hide a lot of these lines here. I'm just going to grab a bunch of stuff. Wish I could do a window, but it won't let me. I'm just holding down my control key when I'm picking these lines. There's some sneaky ones in there from those fillets. Just want to get rid of this stuff. I just don't need it. Don't want it. It confuses the whole thing. There's two right here. There's a little guy hiding down there. And then we'll right click on it and go to hide. There we go. Now there was, if I recall, something about that arrowhead. I'm not worried about it. Alright, let's change our angle like this to 0. So that's appropriate. Very good. Okay. Alright. See, anything else I want to do that I might be missing? More properties. Hide bodies, view properties, filter. I'm almost positive there was something somewhere for the type. Oh, don't want to do that. There we go. For the type of using a cutting plane line or not, or a viewing plane line, I should say. And I'm not seeing it on my work computer at home. I know that it was popping in as a viewing plane line. Arrow, just turn that off. Let's just do that too. View A scale. But I don't want to do that because I got that view A there. Might as well have it in there. For now, we'll see. We'll see. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Let's get some center lines in here and work on dimensioning. We want a center line here. Want them here. 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 Okay. And let's take a look at the dimensions we got. This one's not a real hard dimension. Now we may have to, I don't know if we can grab a point here or not. We may have to put a point there. Let's see. Can I grab that point? I don't know. Nope, it's going to give me an angle. Don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put a point here. Let me go to Sketch. Turn off Smart Dimension Sketch. And let's put a point at that midpoint. Now I should be able to grab that. Drawing. Rotation. Smart Dimension. There we go. There we go. Put that one in. Make this dimension driven. Leave this dimension driving. I say okay, whatever. Alright. Put in dimension between the point and here. What I should have done was put a center mark there. How to get one on there, I'm not sure. It doesn't like me dimensioning to that point. That's why it's asking me to make it driven. Just say okay. Let's see, center mark. I doubt I could put one there. Could I? Nah. Just draw one in. It's fine. Okay. Oh, we got that. And our dimensions are off. That should be 64. So my model is obviously off. How'd that happen? Let's take a look. Let's look at the original drawing and we'll see what it's supposed to be 64. So let me take a look at my model. Where is my model? Let me say this real quick. SOLIDWORKS, ink bracket. Well, I know it's SOLIDWORKS. Drawing. I know it's a drawing. I probably don't have to do all that stuff. So let's take a look. Let's look for the model. The model is right here. Let's look at the sketch. Which sketch would that be? This sketch right here. Edit sketch. That's weird. So this obviously should have been that midpoint line. What's that for? Something weird happened here. Is this even my model? It's gotta be. Excuse me, to blame it on a student. What a jerk thing to do. Let's make that 64 and see what happens. Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see how that affects the drawing file. Hey, we're still cool. A little bit of changes to do up here, but we still got this good auxiliary view, still good. That's good. That's all good. Okay, pretty amazing, honestly. Technology sometimes it's a little scary. And hide that. Hide that. Oh, come on, buddy. I want to grab that, does it? Let's get really deep into there, see if we can just grab it right there. It doesn't let me grab it. Way up. Oh, I don't think I got it there either. Alright. Let's do this. Let me give one more shot at this. It just doesn't want to touch it. It isn't recognizing it. What I could do, which is, oh look, there's one right there. Oh, little guy right there. Hey, guy. Hide that. Am I gonna get it? Oh. Still don't want to grab it. Let me try this. This is gonna be really, probably unnecessary, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna get a sketch, get a spline. I'm gonna crop it out. Let's see if that works. If this works, I'll be relatively impressed. And crop view. Crop an existing view to show only portion. Yes, I know. Crop view. I won't crop it. Please sketch a closed sketch profile. I just did, didn't I? Is that not closed? Oh, it's closed. It's about as close as you can get. Won't work. That's just odd. Doesn't want to work. Yeah, it's pretty stinking closed. Look, I move it and it affects everything. That's a closed spline. Okay, well, we'll just have to live with it. One little guy that's driving me nuts. Just undo all that, Control Z it. Okay, it's not going to go back that far. Of course not. Okay, so I have to delete it. Delete. There we go. Okay. I don't like it. It's going to bother me. Alright, let's just move on. Let's move on. I thought I fixed that right there. Put that on 0. Okay. Moving on. Let's get these dimensions in. 33. And I want this diameter here. And that's diameter 11, 2 times diameter 11, 2x. Move this in a little bit. There. And then a radius. 2 times that, 2x. 2x. I'm going to have to move that A. No, not that, this. Letter A. And, oh, I finished this dimensions here, this stuff down here. I want to get that, this could be problematic, putting this 45-degree angle on here, huh? See if I can dimension off that line. I cannot. So let's do what I did in the other one. Let's draw a line. So let's go to sketch, line. Let's put a line in there. So I have a line entity, annotation, smart dimension. There we go, we got it. Put there for right now, okay. Pull this 64 out a little bit. Let's give this the priority as being the first tier of dimensions, and the 64 is the second, like so. Okay. Thickness. You know, I could just put a diameter. Thickness is 9 in typical, I would think. But let's not. Let's do this. Let's be real juggernauts about it. I'm going to move that in. Just don't want it too close to the other stuff. And we need to put this in here. I'm not going to put the 9 here. I'll put it over here. I know I put it in 2 places here. Unnecessary. Pick one. I might as well just put it here. I'll put one here. Okay. And we want to dimension auxiliary view. So we got dimension here. Oh. Grab that and grab this. Boy, that wants to pop it way out there. You know why it does is because it's thinking that there's an object there. So I gotta pull this. Why does it change the dimension to 43? That's just bizarre. Can I pull that extension line? You would think I could. Okay, I'm going to do this. Kill that. I don't know why it does that. Okay, bring it to there. Might have to draw a line. I think I'm going to have to, so let's get a sketch. Put a line in here. There. Okay. Hopefully that works out, not too weird. And we want to do our radius. Just stick it right here. And then our diameter. Just put that, put it right here. That looks wonky to me. But let me go back. I'm going to try this the way I did this one. I like the way that is. Yeah. Then I got this radius coming here. So I'm going to get rid of that A and the view and everything. Yeah, let's just get rid of this stuff. Remove that. Then we can remove the label, hide the label. Yeah, unnecessary with the one view. Then I can get this stuff in there. That works better for me. I think it's easier to read, easier to understand. I got the 29, 14, 16, 9, 9, 64, 19, 45, 9, 13, 11, 33, 24. That's all good. Let's go to the title block. And we'll go maybe title anchor bracket. Alright. And just put SSU there, that's fine. Drawn by, put your name in there so I know who did it. Date 11/14. Alright. Scale is not 1:1. I'll have to change that. What scale do we go? 3/4 scale? I believe so. Let's change that. Quarter scale. Sheet. Sheet. Yeah, let me double check that scale. That's 3/4 scale. Okay. And other than this little thing right here, I think we're okay. I do not know. No, I don't want to delete the drawing view. That would be a big mistake. Just do not know what to do with this guy right here. It just is defying all sense of responsibility. It's just not wanting to be acknowledged. Oh well. It's an imperfect world. So let's save it. Racket drawing. Yeah. Wait, wrong class. Class documents. 1301. Apparently I did one in the past. I'm gonna take a look at it. Put it here. Yeah, so. And we'll do the print page setup. This one's going to be on an A-size sheet, so letters fine. Black and white, okay. WPDF, should be good. Should be good. There it is. Yeah. It ain't bad. It'd be nice to have a center mark here. I would have had to draw it in, unless there's something that, command that I'm unaware of. That little glitch there, yeah, you just have to live with that. Everything's contained. Nothing's on the border, nothing's on the title block. There you go. Works for me.